Hi, I'm Mark Anthony.
And I'm Peter Hannett.
And welcome to Futureworx 2022. Good afternoon and welcome back to Futureworx 2022 live. I'm your host as ever, Mark Anthony. I've been joined by my new friend here from, this is Timo. Timo is with Hitachi, and Hitachi are here actually showing off a brand new, launching a machine today, a brand new electric machine. So Timo, what is the new machine?
It's the ZE85, the world leading machine in the class of 8 to 9 tons in terms of electrified excavators. And it's, to correct you a little bit, it's the first one in the UK, but it's in the around number 40, 45 in the whole production. So we have a serial product here, no prototype.
Fantastic. Okay, so take me through the specs of the machine. What sort of size are we talking about?
Yeah, we have a weight of 8.75 tons, and we have 100 kilowatt hours capacity in batteries. What is enough to operate the machine 5.5 hours.
Now, 8.5 tons is quite big for an electric machine. I think most of the focus so far has been on micro excavators, compact excavators, but you've gone that one stage bigger. How have you managed to do that?
Yeah, it was the first step were made in 2018, and the first prototype was shown on Bauma 2019. And yeah, in the meantime, it was ongoing development. And yeah, the machine is in the meantime well engineered in terms of production, in terms of maintenance, and also in terms of operation.
And in addition to the machine, you've actually got a charging station here as well. Take me through that. How does that work?
Yeah, the pain point always for electrified excavators and also for all types of electrified vehicles is to recharge them as fast as possible. And the ZE85 is able to be rapid charged via a CCS2 socket, same as electric cars. And the question is always then, how can you bring rapid charging on a job site? And the power tree is the solution for that. It's a buffer battery, and it is able to provide rapid charging as a mobile solution in form of a 10-foot container.
This is quite a difficult question, but we find ourselves at a bit of a crossroads as far as powering machines is concerned. Obviously, tomorrow is the final day of red diesel here in the UK and the subsidy that goes with it. We've got electric machines, but lurking in the background, we've also got hydrogen machines. You guys at Hitachi have taken the next step up with the 8.5 ton machine. Do you have any idea of where we're going to see hydrogen kicking in and electric? Is there a limit to electric, or is there a bottom limit to hydrogen? How do you see it?
We see that there is a limit at around 20 tons, because then the demand of energy in the excavator is too big that you don't have enough space anymore to pack it full of batteries. And then, yeah, we come in the range of hydrogen, and we have a cooperation project together with the company Deutz, the engine company, and they developed a pure hydrogen engine, so no fuel cell. And we have a development project to applicate this hydrogen engine into a ZX300. So then we are talking about a ZE300, and that will be a fully hydrogen powered excavator.
I won't ask you to comment on exactly when we're likely to see that, but it is a Bauma year. Are you expected to see any production machines hydrogen fueled from Hitachi or from anyone else?
From our side, Bauma is too early, but on the next one, definitely from our side. And yeah, we are very interested what we will see on Bauma this year.
Now, in terms of Futureworx, I mean, the timing of an electric machine and the charging station, it's perfect for you guys. How have you found Futureworx? Obviously, it's a very focused event. How have you found it, and how have you found it, and the feedback that you've got from the people that are visiting?
Oh, the feedback was very positive. Yeah, that's the first a trade show of this kind. And yeah, the specialists are here so far, not the big public so far. But I think the format itself, what we are talking about here, that is very important in the future and will be more and more important. So yeah, hopefully there will be many more Futureworx in the future.
Just going back to the new electric machine, what are the specific applications that you think will be well suited to electric? Is it just regular digging, or is it loading, or is there a particular application where you think, yeah, that really is purpose built for us?
It's everything. Everywhere we can use an excavator. It does not matter if it's electric one or a diesel-driven one. The hydraulic power is even slightly better than the diesel-driven. And so, yeah, there are no limits in terms of tools, in terms of power. So, yeah, you cannot say it's only intended for digging or only intended for a special application. You can use it as a tool carrier, same as you can with a diesel-driven excavator.
Fantastic. Now, I've just spotted, we've had a comment in, and I'm not entirely sure whether it's a question or not. Hi, guys. Fantastic coverage of the show. Brilliant work from all three. Keep up the good work. Our job is very, very easy because we have experts like Timo on hand. Timo, it's been an absolute pleasure meeting you. Thanks ever so much for introducing the new machine. Go and sell some machines, and I'm going to go back to the show. But it's been an absolute pleasure meeting you. Many thanks indeed. Now I'm going to switch over to a video that we prepared earlier, because every TV show has one that they prepared earlier.
Hi, I'm Peter Haddock, and today I've been talking about the future, and the future right now is people needing our help in Ukraine, and I'm joined right now here at Futureworx with Jeremy Fish, the CEO of Ardent Hire Solutions. Jeremy, I followed recently your very big journey with aid to Ukraine, and now you've come back and you want to do something that's even more exciting, which is taking 1,000 mattresses to the people of Ukraine, because they need beds to sleep on, folks, don't they? Jeremy, tell me about this appeal and why it's so important, and also what you're doing and how people can help.
Well, first of all, Peter, I just want to say thank you for your support, and it's greatly appreciated. It was a deeply emotional and moving experience being part of the humanitarian effort when we arrived in Slovakia. And we arrived, there were 20 people waiting to take our things. They unpacked our vans within a few minutes. They put them into transit vans and they drove off to Kharkiv. Literally that second, another 19 hours away, straight into the war zone. And the guys that are organising it, Rotary International, came up to us and said, thank you so much for your support. Thank you to the British people, really. But we need more help, and we need mattresses. We've got refugees coming across the border. They've got nothing to sleep on, so we need mattresses. So we said we'd help. So we've been on this campaign to try and find people that are willing to donate mattresses. And we've been contacting everybody. We've got up to 500 so far. 500 pledges. We need another 500. So really our appeal, my appeal is, please, if there's anyone out there that has any contacts or knows anyone in retail or manufacturing that might be able to donate some mattresses, please get in touch. These people need these mattresses. They're absolutely desperate. You know, there's nothing more moving to me than seeing the desperation in the eyes of those volunteers unpacking those vans. They're not high-fiving each other. There's no, they're not proud of what they're doing. They're just getting on with it, going about their business, doing it relentlessly day in, day out. It was a deeply moving experience. So all I can say is please help to people if you can.
So folks, if you could hear us now, I hope you can. We've got a lot of noise going on behind us, but Jeremy needs help. We all need help sometime in our lives, and we need to help the people of Ukraine right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in this chat how you can get in touch with Jeremy. Jeremy, how is that simple process? How can you get in touch?
Well, just get in touch with me.
Yeah.
Give them my email address, and I'll respond personally to everyone that calls in.
So I'm going to put Jeremy's email address in the chat there, so that we can all just get in touch with Jeremy. All the little things, mount up and help, folks. Just please do your bit so we can help make the people of Ukraine, the refugees, their future a little bit better. And that's fundamentally why at Futureworx I wanted to bring Jeremy in to have this little chat, because we can all do our bit to make the world a better place. Thanks very much, Jeremy.
Thank you, Peter.
Cheers.
My apologies. I've got a microphone stuck on my... No, I haven't. I've got headphones stuck on my jacket, and I do apologise for that. Trying to keep abreast of all of this stuff is not particularly easy. It's a fantastic initiative from the guys there, and thank you very much for bringing that to our attention. I was just talking to Timo off-air there. Get rid of that. Talking to Timo, and apparently they are in the process of delivering a very exciting machine to our friends at AR Demolition in the not too distant future. So I look forward to hearing all about that. Now, one of the other focuses here at Futureworx has been all things fuel. Obviously, we've just been talking about an electric machine. We've been talking about hydrogen machines and fuel active and all those kind of things. One of the key concerns, I think, at the moment, obviously with the switch from red to white diesel, is a likely upsurge in incidents of fuel theft. And on the subject of fuel theft, Peter Haddock has been out to see those fine folks at Datatag and their answer or their solution to all things fuel theft. Sorry, I was still talking to Timo. My apologies. So here we are. Here is Datatag talking about venom.
Hi, I'm Peter Haddock, and I'm here with Kevin Howes, MD of Datatag, and we're talking venom and the fuel red to white diesel change that venom is going to support for the industry. Obviously, as we change from red to white diesel, there are serious potential theft issues, which I've been part of a panel for last year from the Combined Industry Securities team. And fundamentally, we have to get solutions for that, don't we, Kevin? What is venom all about, and what's in the venom tank today?
Well, thanks, Pete. So, yeah, it's great you can bring some highlighting to this for us. But obviously, with the issues that's going to be changing with regards to the red diesel in the next few days, the concern is that it's going to be open season for fuel theft. With the removal of the dyes within the red diesel, the fear is from a lot of people in the industry that people will now be targeting companies that are just using white diesel. So a few years ago, we launched Datatag Venom, and that basically is a unique forensic DNA that we can add into the fuel. And we can make a unique code per company, per depot, per location. And the idea is that without any doubt now, we can prove whose fuel that was and where it's come from. So combining that with some of the marketing and the signage, we hope this is going to be at least one answer for companies to use.
So it's a big deterrent, folks, for people to be stealing fuel. What's interesting about this is venom is green as well, so it's a colouring in that. But that ID is what Datatag's all about, and it's what you've been doing with the CSAR system for some time now, identifying machines. Now we're identifying fuel. So fundamentally what we've got is the ability to potentially catch thieves on site and red-handed. And so venom certainly is going to pull some punches in the industry. It's great to see you carrying on what I call, the protection of the industry against theft, because one of the things that I've seen that does happen, I talked to a police officer recently, is now that we've got white diesel, people are literally going to punch a hole in the fuel tank and drain it off. That's where they'll get a bit of a shock with venom, isn't it?
It is, and I think one of the other aspects that we've noticed when we've been working with the agricultural sector is that you do get people and they will just almost like ram a scaffold pole through a plastic tank. And they might only have a few £100 worth of diesel, but it could be £20,000-30,000 worth of environmental cleanup. So I loved your term about catching criminals red-handed. It may well be green-handed with regards to this, but the main thing is that will be on their hands, on their clothing as well, so we can prove that they have been actually involved in that criminality. So the beauty of this is that when we get their message out there, and I'm grateful for you helping us get that message out there, that people will know that when they see the Datatag Venom signs, that fuel can be identified.
And so that's what it's all about, protecting the industry against theft, against damage, and against cost, full stop. And so it's great to see venom literally being pumped into the industry to protect it. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Peter.
Nice work, Peter, and thanks very much indeed for Kevin Howes over at Datatag and CSAR for taking part in that interview. I do find that damn thing. Let's get rid of that. I do find that phrase that one more time. There we go. I look vaguely presentable again now. As Kevin has just said, the switch from red to white diesel potentially means open season for fuel theft. Unfortunately, too late now for the government to take a last step back. Tomorrow marks the big switch, which obviously, after 60 odd years of red diesel subsidies and rebates, we lose that tomorrow. I think my focus on that has always been on the fact that there is no environmental advantage from the switch from red to white diesel. There was no supplement offered or a subsidy offered on HVO or alternative fuels. It's a cash grab. And then to make that worse still is the fact that it has created what, as Kevin Howes just said, open season for fuel theft. And from an environmental point of view, as you just said, somebody ramming a scaffold pole into the side of a plastic tank to drain out a couple of £100 worth of white diesel and then leaving it to just drip onto the ground and all the contamination that's likely to cause. If anything, the switch that could have been environmentally friendly could actually be harmful to the environment. And unfortunately, I don't think the industry did itself any great favours, didn't cover itself in glory, didn't make its feelings felt to the government and to HMRC until it was far, far, far too late. Great shame upon HMRC, great shame on Rishi Sunak and his team, but also, unfortunately, a bit of shame on the industry itself for failing to act in a timely fashion to try and combat that switch. Right, that does us for this show. I'm going to be back here now. Let me think. It is 1:15, so I'm going to be back here again at 2 o'clock, hoping to be able to find myself something to eat between now and then. But I'll be back here at 2 o'clock. I think I'm hoping, I keep promising this, but the guy is hard to track down. I'm hoping that we're going to have a guest here from JCB. Failing that, we'll have a guest of some description, but we've got lots more video footage to bring you from around the show as well. So tune in back again at 2 o'clock and at 3, and then we're going to do a wrap-up show at 4 o'clock before the show closes, just to bring you some highlights and our personal feelings, myself and Peter Haddock, hopefully, talking about how the show has gone and our hopes for Futureworx Part 2, which you never know could be in 2023. But until then, keep watching. As I say, be back here at 2 o'clock sharp. I shall be back here looking dapper, apart from the fact that I've got a set of headphone cables around my neck. But I'll see you again at 2 o'clock. Thanks for watching.